All right, well, this is something new. I've never done a live stream unboxing before, especially off the cuff, but I figured, what the hell? So yeah, I got the Ninjutso Sora V2. I've been using the finalmouse ULX Tiger. Gotta say, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. And of course, I have the WL mouse Beast X that I used prior to the finalmouse. And again, an excellent mouse. I've been enjoying the hell out of this mouse as well before I got my finalmouse. Of course, if you guys watched my previous videos before, I crowned the Logitech Superlight 2 the king of mice. That was, I don't know, a few months back. It's still a great mouse, but it may be dethroned. I don't know. We'll see. After I do individual reviews of all these mice, and keep in mind, I've been using the Beast X since it was released, so I've had a lot of time with that mouse. The finalmouse I've been using, I want to say, over a week now. So I've gotten a good amount of gaming time in, gaming and desktop use in with it, just general overall use. So I have a pretty good impression of what its pros and cons are. Of course, now I just got the Sora V2 today. So I'm going to be unboxing that. I'll give it a few days to use it. Most of the time, I don't need too much time to figure out a characteristic of a mouse, especially what's good with it, what's bad with it. And I'd say about 3-4 days of intense gaming, I usually put them through, and I have a pretty good idea what they're about. And I think that's going to be the same. This is going to be the case with the Sora V2 as well. But anyway, let's get to the unboxing. So one thing I like about this box is they give you these tape straps that you can just pull apart, so you don't have to like try to cut them open and stuff like other boxes. And the box looks nice too. You know, it's a nice blue color. Ninjutso Sora V2 wireless gaming mouse is what it says here. Dimensions 39.5 plus or minus 2 grams. Dimensions 119, 59.8, 37.7. Decent dimensions actually. Paw 33.95. Battery max hours 80. But they don't have the 4K dongle yet, which is weird because this dongle, you're gonna see it in a second here, it's pretty big. I was kind of surprised by that. Let's get started on the unboxing. So take that off. Take that off. Gotta give him props for this though. This is beautiful. And you just grab this. There's a strap right here in the back. Just grab it and pull it. There you go. Other companies need to take note. This is how you tape a box. You don't give your consumer a lot of trouble. Okay. Open this up. The Sora box itself is white, blue lettering. You got Ninjutsu on the side here. All right. Okay. So there's the mouse inside the package. Go ahead and open it up. Rubbery matte coating. Oh, look at that. It's a fingerprint magnet. I can already tell. I don't know if you can see the fingerprints. You see that already? The oils for my fingers are already getting on there. I don't know why my fingers look so oily in this camera, but they're not. But yeah. And they look red for some reason. Anyway. Yeah, you see the marks on there already? This thing is light. I think I might run into the same problems I did with the B-Sex with this one. I got giant thumbs, so, you know, it almost hits the side of it. Not quite, but almost. This one, look at that. That's why I gave up the B-Sex. I couldn't use it. I mean, as usable, but I'd always hit the side buttons. If this was like 2 millimeters taller, it'd be fucking perfect. I didn't even look at this. It's picking up some fingerprint. I think it's the light from the phone that's doing this, but yeah, you can see it's a beautiful mouse. Here's my final mouse. Anyway, this thing's light. It's comparable to all these three mice. All three of these mice are comparable in weight. They're all super light. This thing, I mean, I'm pressing on it right now pretty firmly. I've got a strong grip. No flexing, no creaking. Actually, this thing is built better than the finalmouse is. I can tell you that right now, just off of first impressions. It's sturdier. Let's open the rest of it up. Now it may be sturdier, just like the B6 is sturdier too, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a better mouse. Just sturdier. Yeah. So, oh, look at that, pre-connected. So there's your wire, braided cable. It's pretty nice too, actually, nice and flexible. And there's the dongle. See what I mean? Like, this is a big dongle. Look at this thing. I mean, let me, look. Here's a 4K dongle from Lamzu in comparison. Look at this. They're literally the same size. Like, almost exact same size. And I mean, the Lamzu one's slightly thicker. Why the fuck is this 1K and this is 4K? Come on, Ninjutso. You gotta do better. This should be a 4K dongle. And then if they're gonna do 8K later on, maybe release a more premium one, you know? Oh, I like this. They got a little thing here so it doesn't slide around. PTFE foot or something. But anyway, yeah, this should be 4K. But anyway, let me connect this real quick. My USB ports are taken up, so I'll do it in the front right now. Okay. Get this out of the way. Oh yeah, there's some stickers and stuff in there too, right? So here's the feet, which obviously this doesn't have any attached right now. I'll probably end up using these because they fit the grooves, you know, better. So I just want to cover all the screws up and everything. I'll probably put these in. I like to have these kind of feet on, like, well, this came already on the finalmouse, but I put Tiger Ice ones on the B-Stacks, and they worked really good for me. These are kind of similar looking to it. Whether they perform the same or not, who knows? But yeah, I'll use these right now for this. That's a cool little sticker. I mean, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I probably won't use it. It's nice to have. And then there's their user manual. I don't know really what they're going to say in it. Warranty. Yeah, there's really nothing there. How to change your DPI and report rate. Okay, Sora V2. It's designed to be fully plug and play. You can use the combination of buttons to adjust DPI, report rate, motion sync, and system mode directly on the mouse. For detailed settings guides, please visit ninjutso.com. Okay. All right, that's the manual. Like I said, this is gonna be a short video, like I said it was gonna be. I'll put on the mouse feet later on. I got stuff to do right now, but as far as first impressions goes and the grip, I can already tell. I mean, you know, this kind of reminds me of this mouse, to be honest. The Lamzu Landis. I mean, it's not as wide, but if you look at the shape characteristics, god damn, they look similar. You know? Almost similar size too, to be honest. Except this thing's like 55 grams, I think. Oh yeah, let me go get my scale. I'll be right back. Okay. You know, I'll just do a quick weight comparison. I do want to say, since the last video, if you've ever watched my videos in the past, I didn't used to use a puck on the Logitech Superlight, but since then I opened it up and I actually pulled out the internals for the rapid chargers because I had no need for it. I mean, it was useless for me. The less weight, the better. So this will not be the same weight as it was previously. Just keep that in mind. It'll be like a gram or two off, not by much, but every little bit helps. Yeah. Go ahead and read these. See how they compare. Okay, so Atlantis 56.2, and I said 55, so I was pretty close. All right. There's a Sora 39.26. That's without the skates. So I'm assuming once I put the skates on, it'll probably be like 40. You know, like they advertise, maybe 40.5. So yeah, it's a light mouse. And then there's the BeastX with the skates already on. 40.36. So I figured the BeastX and the Sora will be probably the same weight. And then there's the finalmouse. This is a Tiger, by the way. 39.55. So yeah, they did a good job with this mouse. You know, people say, oh, my finalmouse, like finalmouse creaks and all that. Not mine. Mine's sturdy as fuck. I'm not going to sit there and like gorilla squeeze it, try to break it either, like some stupid. So there's some dumbass in Discord that actually did that and broke his I think his lion. It wasn't a tiger, but still, regardless, why would you squeeze a mouse so hard where you're going to break it? Come on, day-to-day use, you're not going to squeeze it like a fucking gorilla and break your mouse. One thing I did notice about the finalmouse though is look at the side to side on the buttons. You see this? The Sora, let's check that. That's a little bit. You can see it when I stretch it apart. That's a little bit of travel left to right. Pre-travel, no, but there is some post-travel. Like watch, I'll press it down, continue pressing. There's a little bit of post-travel there. Not much pre though. There's a little bit of post though. Side buttons. No, they're solid. They're good. Very little pre, no post. So they're good side buttons. The wheel. The individual steps are good. Feels good. Clicks well too. This is a good wheel actually. I like it. I mean, this is not supposed to be a full review comparison. I'll do that later on, but this is a wheel for the finalmouse. Buttons are good too. A little bit of post travel on the finalmouse, not much at all though. BeastX. No pre or post really. None that I can really ever see. The side button, same thing. This thing is built perfect. Anyway, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I really need to talk about. I guess I'll show the Logitech. You know, this has Omron opticals, but very little post. This is a good solid mouse. The wheel, typical Logitech wheel. If you've used one before, you know how it is. Side buttons are still trash. They're not good at all. A lot of post travel, and they kind of sink in. They're not good. But anyway, let's see how much this weighs after I pulled out the power play. I doubt it changed it too much, but 57.5. It was worth it, in my opinion. Although it did become a little bit more front heavy as a result. You see that? If I do this, see how it kind of tilts to the front. So yeah, that was the side effect of pulling the power play and not using the puck. This thing right here, looks really well balanced. It's not tipping at all. Fucking A. BeastX, yeah, front heavy. Despite the battery. Look, it's got a small battery, that's why. But yeah, it tilts. Oh, let me do it. Yep. Finalmouse. Perfect. No tilting at all. Just like the Sora. All right. I've done enough. I didn't want to compare all these mice, but I always get sidetracked and I do that. I'll do a full review later on. But yeah, this was unboxing the Sora V2. That's about it. Good impressions as far as the build quality goes. The clicks feel good. These are Omrons too, like the BeastX, and they feel good. I like this little golden writing for Sora. I think Sora means sky. Anyway, yeah, on and off button. There's a sensor down there. Good mouse, dude. The shape, it feels like the Atlantis, like I said. At least in my hands it does. Very similar. Very similar to the Atlantis. I mean, the Atlantis is longer, but the angle feels similar. You know, it's not like the BeastX or the finalmouse. These kind of come up more. People are talking about the hump on this thing. Like, you know, like, oh, you're going to really feel it because this is a relaxed palm grip. I mean, yeah, it comes in, look, you could see it hitting the back of my hand. I don't know how that's going to feel. I'm a claw fingertip user. I can do both. So I'll probably use it like this, to be honest. If I'm using it, it's going to be like this. It'll probably put a little strain, but I think it'll be a good mouse. We'll see. I like the way the hump actually feels in the back of my hand right now, just holding it like this. Whether that translates into play, we'll see. I did notice that this is not really flared in enough like I would like it to be, like the BeastX is. The BeastX, if you can see the sides, they're pretty flared inwards on the sides. This, not so much. I mean, it is, but not as much on this side. It's more so on this one, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is in practice. To me, this fucking mouse feels so good. The only thing is the buttons. If this was just like 2 millimeters up, goddamn end game. But then again, the final mouse doesn't have that problem. It's a little bit longer, but this thing, the tracking, I'm not going to even spoil it. I'll save it for the review. But yeah, that'll be the end of the review. I know it's a little off the cuff and I was all over the place. I'm a little scatterbrained, but enjoy. Full review coming later.